was wild. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake. It's real. We'll talk we'll go into great detail about that. But first, good morning, Mike. How are you, man?
What's up, guys? We're going to get some live reaction from the Browns locker room when it opens in about 20 minutes. But just so you guys know, Deshaun Watson not scheduled to speak. That is according to Mary Kay Cabot, so we will not be hearing from Deshaun Watson. We're going to get into plenty of quarterbacks talk in the next hour. But first, I need to remind the good people out there that if you are looking to get into any gambling action this season, you better be doing it with FanDuel. It is, with that question, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose, by placing a single $5 bet. So if you've been thinking about getting in on the action, there's no better time to join FanDuel than right now. The app is easy to use with a wide range of options, including spreads, player props, over-unders, and much, much more. So visit FanDuel.com/UCSS. To kick off the NFL action, FanDuel, an official partner of UCSS, an official partner of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And you can become a winner, just like Brandon Nash was. He had a 4-part same-game Monday Night Football at $15 to $230. He hit an under on the rushing total for Alexander Madison, over on George Kittle receiving yards, over on Kirk Cousins touchdowns, and over on George Kittle reception. That's $15 into $228.61. You can be next, just like Brendan, if you use FanDuel.com/UCSS. Jay, let's talk quarterbacks. The Browns are destined to bring in a potential new quarterbacks at number 2 behind Deshaun Watson, assuming he can play in the near future.
Yeah, this is, guys, this has become the issue of the season. What they've done at quarterback, and we'll set the stage for you. After they broke training camp, they're ready for the season, they decided that at the most important position, perhaps in all of sports, they were good with going with a backup that had taken 0 snaps in the NFL in terms of regular season games. You're rolling the dice when you do that. You're unprepared to something.
How can I assist you today?
address this position in some manner. And I get it. The options are not amazing, whether it's Josh Dobbs or Andy Dalton or Jacoby Brissett or Ryan Tannehill or Carson Wentz. None of those guys are going to get us very excited, but you know what they all have in common? They're all better than P.J. Walker.
You hit it exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly. Not just on the nail. You hit it in the middle of the head of the nail. Can you disagree with anything Bull just said?
No. Actually, he did such a good job that I can't even rebuttal it with real words. I'm just going to go to one of my favorite books. There's a quote in this novel,
Back up.
and it talks about leadership.
Back up.
It says the difference between a good administrator and a bad one is about
Sit.
5 heartbeats. Good administrators make immediate choices that usually can be made to work. A bad administrator, on the other hand, hesitates, diddles around, asks for committees for research and reports. Eventually, he acts in ways which create serious problems. A bad administrator is more concerned with reports than with decisions. He wants the hard record, which he can display as an excuse for his errors.
That is unbelievable. What book is that from?
That is from
A
Dune.
leadership. What?
Yeah.
No kidding.
God Emperor of Dune is a great novel. Shout out to Frank Herbert. One of my favorite. That was Duke Leto Atreides II. Go watch that if you ever go watch it. Go check out the novel. But he hits it right on the head right
See,
here.
that's exactly what's going on with this front office. Exactly. They're too concerned about covering their tracks.
That's it.
And you're right think about the leaders that you've been under, whether it's in work or sports. You would rather go to war with a guy who makes an impulse decision and is willing to live with it, or what was key about that quote, find a way to make it work, than a guy who twiddles his thumbs until it's too late and the cavalry is upon you. What are you going to do at that point?
Well, there's nothing you can do about it. And right now, you've had, the quote was so, I was just looking at it, and it just shows, if you apply it to this context, they had weeks. He got
almost 5 weeks.
He got hurt, and then they had games. They had
a bye.
They had a bye. Then they snuck a game that they weren't supposed to win against the 49ers, and they won it. If they would have had a decision and stopped selling these day to day, they could have also set him down from the time he got hurt all the way into maybe the Ravens game.
Without throwing a football.
At all.
And he would have, you could say, keep him for the Ravens game. He's got almost 8 weeks.
Yeah,
Where
2 months.
Between throwing a football, that's how this injury heals. From all the experts, everything that we've heard, it doesn't heal if you're working overhead, lifting anything, or throwing anything.
How many times have you went and got an MRI when nothing hurt, Jay?
Never. Why would you?
So when people say he's cleared to play, he's cleared.
That's troubling to me. They
It's an
cleared this
MRI.
man to play 4 weeks ago.
Well,
He
Jay-
wasn't ready Sunday.
And Jay, not even that, but you can take tag word full. This is what Andrew Berry said 3 weeks ago today. Like today, he said 3 weeks ago. We don't deal with
Text Selena Bina Walden. Quit texting mommy, she's working. What do you need?
It's happened wrong. So either people have been lying, or there's been a misdiagnosis. It's crazy.
You asked the pertinent question. What's happened?
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with a fan yesterday, and this is kind of, I just sort of meandered to this conclusion, but here's my guess is what's going on. Barry knows he's in a sling. Stefanski knows he's in a sling.
Mm-hmm.
I think after they made the move to keep DTR as the number 2, if they didn't know it was a bad move at first, they knew it after he started against Baltimore.
Yep.
They saw it with their eyes just as we did. Oh, God, this kid's not ready. So now they realize we paid a great calculation. Their bucks are in the I think what they're doing is separate all the verbiage that's come from them and all the verbiage that's come from Watson. You've got a team saying on multiple occasions he was cleared to play. He will play in 10 days from now. Structurally, there's nothing wrong. There is no pain.
Medically cleared.
Medically cleared.
Yeah.
Ask Sunday after the game, is he going to be your starter in Seattle? Now, he would say, as long as he's healthy, yeah, he's my guy. Everything they have said has basically been like someone opening the door for someone to say, come on in. It's all been laying the groundwork for the fan base and the media. He's good to go. Now, you got Deshaun, who, by the way, is the only person qualified to say when he's ready to play. And you know what that is? when he has complete and full confidence of where he's throwing the ball, and he's doing it pain-free. He is not to that point. We saw that Sunday. So I think you've got the player saying, I'm not in any hot seat. Nobody's coming after me. My money's guaranteed. I'm not playing for contracts. Baker didn't have that luxury. Baker had to play. So you've got a player who's saying, no, when I'm ready and I'm good, I'll know it and I'll tell you and I'll play. You've got a coach and a general manager who probably believe that they're going to be in the unemployment line if they go with what they have now at quarterback for the rest of the season, because that's not going to be a play.
How to know that if he plays, he's not going to play well. We've already seen this movie before.
I know, but I think
it's worse because it's his throwing shoulder. He clearly couldn't play. Like, that was crazy. And Watson's going to want to play. Even this nonsense, and we'll get into the idiotic comments by Brady a bit later, but like this nonsense about, well, he doesn't want to play. He was telling people that whole first week he was going to play because he wanted to play.
That is
he wasn't ready to play.
Players want to play.
And he wanted to play. If he didn't want to play, why would he have been out there?
I agree with you 100%.
So that's ridiculous.
I'm sure he's got veto power.
Of course.
If he wanted to say, ahead of Sunday's game against the Colts, I'm not going to play, he could have.
Might be able to get us inside.
Find him. The sooner we rescue Tucker, the sooner we save my uncle.
Jin. Tucker
will
forge
forge
whatever
whatever
tools
tools
we
we
need
need
as soon as he's
free.
But
But after that,
we'll leave
we'll
the
leave
island.
the island.
You've seen what the Mongols are doing here. Old Shimura can't stop them. Stay. Help us fight for our home.
Home is
Is
wherever
wherever
Tucker
Tucker
might
might
go.
go.
My
My
friend
friend
lives in
lives in
Osmo
Osmo
Prefecture,
Prefecture,
on the
on
border
the border
with
with
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
I'll find you there.
I know
I
this
know this
wasn't
wasn't
easy.
easy.
Don't
Don't
make
make us
us
come.
But I had to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lord Shimura, you deserve better than this. Convince your people to stop resisting, and you can walk free. Stop wasting my time. Kill me. You think you've lost everything, but your nephew is still alive. My men control the roads. They build war camps in your town. They see everything, and they will find you. Lord Sakai will fight until his last breath, as will I. You love him, just as you love your people. You're a father to them. Will you abandon your children? I won't make them your slaves.